Hey Uncle Dave, I was really planning on actually traveling down there to Texas to deliver this personally, but don't think things are going to work out, so I'm having a friend here help me make this video so I can show you some things that you'll need to be aware of when this gets to you. So I guess first of all, this is your sea chest. It needs a little bit of sanding, but you know, hopefully you can take care of that. Yeah, I know I showed you the locking mechanism. So, you know, it's locked. It's a little bit tight right now. I mean, all the tolerances are really tight right now. I'm a little concerned about how tight they are when it gets to you, because it's going to be a lot warmer. I mean, right now this came out of the garage, so it's kind of at 50 degrees, and I know when it's warmed up that it opens a lot better. It doesn't have a lot of friction places, so I don't know how it's going to behave in Texas, so we'll see when it gets down to you. So if it's these parts of the hinges here, not the hinge, the closing mechanism that's rubbing against this, that's making it open a little bit stiff. I mean, if it ends up being too tight in Texas, then I could just take a file and file those down just a little bit and it should be fine. The other things are these side wings. They're real close to the the side of the sea chest here when it's all the way closed. That might tighten up when it gets down there. I don't know. I just don't know how exactly it's going to behave. So we'll open this up here and I'll show you the drawers. I know you said just to put a single drawer in there, but I figured that if you're going to be carrying this around, it's pretty heavy, so you probably want to carry subsets of this around. So you have a tray here that you can take out and put back in, and I also have a drawer here, and it's kind of hidden, so I think it'll be kind of nice to put some stuff in there, and you know, it kind of gives it a closed off look. And then of course you have the rest of the sea chest there to put all sorts of stuff in. So let's see, what else? When this gets down to, I purposely did not put all of the screws, I'll just leave that open. Did not put all the screws in this because if you need to take the handles off, for instance, and do, I don't know, maybe some sanding, and especially for staining, you'll probably want to take the handles off. So there's only 2 screws that are holding this to the actual sea chest. So you can actually lift it up. I've done it and it'll hold, but I wouldn't do this a lot. So take a look here. I just have 2 screws here and here. I have all the rest of the holes pre-drilled. So I'll send you the screws that need to go with it. There are 2 sizes of screws. The long screws need to go in the top portion. The short screws need to go, there's only 2 per side. They'll need to go in the bottom portion of the handle. If you need to modify your rope or something for some reason, I've also purposely made this, you can take off the screws from the inside of the sea chest. This portion will come off, and you can kind of see the seam here as it is. When you pull this section off, there'll be 2 screws that are holding this portion to this block here. Once you take those screws out, then you'll be able to take off your rope and, you know, do whatever you need to do with it. The other thing to note is I figured it would probably be a lot easier to stain and sand the inside if you could take off the bottom. So if I can tilt this up without breaking it. There we go. So you can see I got the rails on the bottom here, and there are only 4 screws in this bottom section here. I have everything else pre-drilled, and I'll send you the screws to go along with that too. And you'll just need to put all of them in these holes here. But I only put 4 of them in here just so you can take it off and without having to remove all the screws and be able to stain everything inside or sand. So I think that is it. Enjoy.